back again for our next podcast. We got Wassim Mounzer preach. I myself, Abba Atlas. If you want and you like what you see, be sure to subscribe there. Yes. Great.
That was creepy as hell. That's your creepy white
Sometimes
man.
that's my vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's often your vibe, actually.
Being creepy?
Yes.
Yeah. I like making people uncomfortable.
Yup, I know that.
Yeah. Like I actually enter situations like
Yeah. Willy-nilly knowing that you're going to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. You know what it is though? Because there's like a lot of niceties in life. Like there's a lot of like formal stuff that we do that we feel like we have to. But when you throw people off with discomfort, you start to like really see what they're like. Does that make sense? Like sometimes I'll go for a handshake and I'll hold on to it for too long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then automatically they have to break whatever character they think they have to present to the world. And I'm getting a glimpse of who that person is.
Yeah.
So it's just funny to see people react. Like oftentimes people are like, Abby, you're being a shit disturber. But for me, it's like, it gets to be slightly more authentic. Because you can't just keep up this facade of like, this is a business meeting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, laughter breaks things down, and then we start to get more comfortable with one another. And then you start to be like, okay, I'm getting to see a real person rather than like, oh, how are you? You know what I mean? So that's where that came from.
I kind of do the same thing, but not the same way.
How do you do it?
I call shit out.
Okay.
If you fuck up some shit, I'm going to call it out. If some shit is awkward, I'm going to call it out. If you're being dumb, I'm going to call it out. If you like, I call out things.
Right.
So, but that, because like you said, most people are trying to be nice and trying to not, like, oh, you fucked up something there. Oh, and what happened there?
Yeah.
What was that? What is this? In the pickup artist world, we call that negging.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When you, if there's a set of people, there's two girls, the most good-looking girl is going to be used to have all the attention. So anytime she tries to have a little bit of attitude, you neg her. Right, but I do that to
you what?
Neg.
Okay. No. Just the way you said it.
You don't nig.
Okay, no. Okay, okay. I feel you. I see the difference.
You don't
I was
neg.
just confused for a second.
You don't neg. You neg.
Okay, I'm new to this world.
There's a difference between nig and neg.
I've heard of negging.
All right. I'm just looking at the demonetization button and it's flashing right now. You guys are teetering on the line. All right.
I just wanted clarification. I'm sorry.
As you guys are discussing nig and neg, I'm discussing making money and being broke, okay? So let's keep it going. You neg her to basically make her, okay.
Yeah, but I do that to everybody. To just, see how.
That's good. I like that. It's a quality.
And they just react. You see how they're going to react, Most people call me a jackass for that, but I don't really care. Like, oh, you're a real person, you're not the same. I'm like, I don't care. We're not friends.
I can't do the surface level like how are you? Yeah, how's I can't do that. I can't do it. Yeah. So me like I'll be like what's up and I'll just stay quiet after that. If I know that's who you are and that's always your vibe whenever I'm like we don't have to talk more because I can't like take my energy to put in this useless conversation. I can't do it. That's why people think I'm a terrible person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the most part because like if you see me at comedy clubs, I just stay in my corner. I'm quiet.
That's every day.
I stay in my corner and I'm quiet.
Yeah.
Because for most people, I can't have real conversations because that's not where they're at. And that's okay. I'm not going to force them. I'm not going to be like, y'all fake. Y'all, that's whack to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, better to be quiet, let people enjoy themselves and however they like to talk. And I'm just not going to engage in that. But if I see Wassim or I see somebody that I can really jive with, then we open up. And it's always fun times and fun conversations. I don't have to pretend to do all this shit that I don't care to do.
I give everybody 50 points. If I meet you, you have 50 points. I don't know you, so that's 50 points. Whatever you do, that's you. But you're going to lose or win points, right?
Do you have like a notebook and shit?
There's some people that are in the minus. You understand?
Shit.
So the first time I'm going to see you, I'm going to be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? This and that. And the more I see you act, I'm going to be like, this is a piece of shit. And at some point, I'm just not going to acknowledge you. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey. And
well, what's something that would deduct like 20 poents?
Shit, it's just shitty attitude in general. Just being, I know you're not real. I know sleaze bag thing.
Right.
If I know you a sleaze bag,
it's a minus 100 for me when someone really wants your attention and affection. You know what I mean? That's immediately you're gone out of my books.
Yeah.
Like when you ever had conversations with people and they're trying to steal your energy. You know what I mean?
Yup.
Like you see these people and you physically want to defend yourself.
Succubus.
We've talked about a few people in the comedy scene like
even
that,
outside that, there's certain women, like if I see them, I will move away so I don't have to talk to them because I know that they just want to take from me. Yeah. And those people, like, you're dead to me. I don't want you around. I had a party one time and I was inviting this girl. She's like, yeah, I'm coming with this girl. And I'm like, don't bother coming, stay. I like you, but I dislike her so much. I don't want you here because she's going to kill my vibe.
You got 1,000 points. She has minus 2,000.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. So there are certain things that immediately kill off a person for me. But otherwise, I'm pretty good with people. Like, people see us in this online medium and they think like we're one way because we're always talking about contentious subjects. But then they meet us in person, like, you guys are super easygoing. I was like, I'm not just here like fucking toxic masculinity every day. Like most of my day-to-day conversations are super chill.
Yeah.
I'm talking about dominoes. I'm talking about having a good time, going and get some food somewhere. Like I'm not always about the political stuff.
That's what I do. There's a difference between what you do. It's like, oh my God, you're a doctor. I spoke to you. You don't have a scalpel in your hand. No, that's my job. There's a difference between what you do and who you are, right? You're not always the same person. But go ahead.
No, sorry to interrupt you, man. But like with comedy too, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people will meet you with 30 seconds. You've known this happened at a wedding this summer. I was at my boy's wedding. Hadn't seen him in so long. I meet his brother for the first time. I go, hey, how are you? He's like, my name is whatever. I'm like, my name is Wassim. And then somebody chumps in and is like, oh, he's a comedian. He's like, you don't seem funny. And I'm like, bruh, I said, hi? What did you want me to be like? Whoa, wacky.
And that.
Oh, got your nose, buddy. Like, what the fuck?
Did you say that to him?
Yeah. I was like, bro, I've known you for 20 seconds.
That's what I mean by calling him out. I'm like, okay, so you just want me to give jokes like that? Like, how do you work? How does that make any sense? And I'm just gonna drill you, and I'm gonna run you down. I'm gonna.
I wish I was more.
Who does that?
I wish I was more aggressive. actually,
it's just.
But I was leaving, and I'm like, I don't know this motherfucker.
Maybe it's that. Is that when people act like that, it irritates me really much. And
I
I'm
know.
Like, yo, listen. Who the fuck you think you are?
He does.
Like what? Yeah, I get irritated very fast. Like very fast with that stupid shit. Yeah. With when people do stupid stuff like that, like, okay, so what do you do for a living? Yeah. Oh, you sell insurance? Sell me an insurance. Yeah. Exactly. It's not the right time, dumbass. Like you just ruined my fucking day. I'm gonna get really quick on that. At some point, we went to a restaurant, and some girl was asking for way too, being désagréable, being very, like being a dumb bitch for no reason. Like being like shut. I'm gonna run you down. Why you have to act like that out in public?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Why you have?
There was like multiple people there and literally
next time
nobody.
This shit,
I'm gonna make you feel sorry. And I'm gonna. Why don't you hate me? Because you being a bitch. Because you being a dumb broad right now. You don't have to act like that. And somebody, because you didn't grow up with anybody, you didn't grow up with a father, obviously, were raised by the wolves. I got to put a smackdown on you, and I'm doing that right now. Like, who raised you? You got to be like that. Who raised
you know what? Because I feel that. Because, like, those things happen, and I have that emotion. I have that shit inside. Sometimes it comes out later, though. Because I'm like, in the moment, you're like, okay, cool, whatever. I left the wedding, and then I didn't think about it. And 2 hours later, I was like, yo, what a fucked up thing to say. Because he wasn't like, that wasn't fun. He was straight up like testing me, And I was like, yo, I should have railed you a little bit more. I should have gone.
Yeah, and then after
some people deserve it.
You mess them up, and it's like, this is how I deal. Like, this is what I do when I deal with a heckler. Yeah. Bitch, come see a show.
You know what's interesting?
It gets to me. I don't even know why I'm so aggressive with
some comments just reveal so much about a person. Like that 50 points, you already the negative 200. There's little comments like that you're just like, oh, so for me, when he would have been aggressive, I would have been like, word. And I would have just stopped talking to the person. I'm like that. If I don't want to talk to you, I'll be in the same seat as you, and I'll be like, and I'll just stop. And it's rude in my own way, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna give this energy.
I'm gonna.
I tend to ignore.
And I got a lot of energy to spend, like especially if I didn't go to the gym today.
Yeah.
Okay. Today I got time.
He
Today I got time.
He's extra petty. Like I've had to rein him in sometimes when he was like,
Yup.
he already won.
Yeah.
But when he wins, he doesn't just. He puts his foot on your throat and he's burying you with his foot.
Oh yeah.
I've seen this guy
I'm
be like,
killing mosquitoes with 12 gauge guns, bro. Click, click, pow!
I'm talking like this guy's like flawless victory. And 2 hours later, we'll all be sitting down in a pool having a good time. She's like, oh, the water's cold. He's like your disposition. And I'm like, bro, I mean, like, that was awesome, but so unnecessary.
Is that a direct quote?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's not even. That's not an example. That is not an example. That's something that really happens. That's exactly that.
Bro.
It was later on. I'm like, I don't know what a petty.
He holds onto it like right there.
Yeah.
Like there's a blocked artery to his heart, and it doesn't get unblocked until he says something petty. Like his life depended on it.
Yeah.
Match is over. You got the arm bar, but now you're snatching the leg.
Yeah, snatching the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole it's bad. I know it's bad. I calm down on it a bit, but if you get to my side like that for no reason, because I'm gonna give you 50 points.
Yeah.
Like you if you just stay there and be a normal human being, you've already won. You've got your 50 points.
Right.
We're gonna be chill. We're gonna be good. We're gonna go out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be chill. 50 points, you chill. If I have to snatch those 50 points for no reason, it's because you really messed up.
Yeah.
And if I got time that day,
You're losing all kinds of points.
we're going on a field trip.
Yeah.
No, you wanna know who I was, and we're gonna have a day. We're gonna have a field trip. Yeah. It's like people sometimes fans they see us. Being nervous makes you act a different way. It's weird. Some people can manage being nervous, and some people, when they're nervous, they become this huge jackass.
Yeah.
Guys and girls.
Yeah.
So when sometimes I walk in the street, I gotta go somewhere. And I remember Saint Laurent was blocked. So there's a bunch of people, right, in the street walking. I'm walking. Boom. In the summer, you can recognize me. I walk with a bathrobe on. In summer, so I'm just there walking. This girl sees me. She's like, "Hey, what's up? What's up, preach?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Everything good? Yeah. How you doing? I'm good. Where you going? I'm like, going over there, meet some friends. Oh, okay. Well, I'm like, where are you going? Oh, well, I'm chilling with my friends. My friends are there. My friends are right there. Go tell them what's up. I'm like, what? I said, go tell them what's up. Walk over there and tell them. I'm like, bitch, you want me to do what? Excuse me, what did you call me? I said, bitch, you want me to walk there and say hi to your friends? Your friends turn. Yeah, well, ha! And I left. Because it's just, you can't.
Don't know how to act.
Who are you? You're sloppy right now. Like, I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
You know me
This is
from
a person you never met.
Never met. And just the fact that I stopped.
Yeah.
I'm nice enough. Hey, hi, what's up? How are you? Good. All right. And you have this fucking attitude. Yo, fuck off. I'm not.
Probably
I don't have,
feels like, and obviously completely unjustified, that she has a relationship with you because she's seen you so much.
Yeah.
So she feels like, oh, it's my boy. And you're like, I don't know you.
which is fine to a certain degree.
As long as you're not demanding.
Yeah, that's
Have
like,
some
go,
self-awareness,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
go.
Have some self. I like. Listen, I've watched a lot of people online. I'm a fan of certain people. When I meet them in person, I ain't that comfortable because I recognize the importance of boundaries. It's like if you are aware of yourself and how you want to be treated, then you should be to a degree aware of like basic decency with other people.
And most people are like that. It's really just the few that are like.
But they mark you.
They mark you
because extreme situations are always going to have an impact on you. That's what shapes you as a person. And so when you're just walking and someone just grabs you from behind and you're just like, what? Because that doesn't happen in your day-to-day life. But because we're in this fear, people just touch you. And I'm like, why are you invading my bubble?
And that's why I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call out. Well, calm down. No, I'm not gonna calm down.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I would grab you from behind like that?
Yeah.
Don't do shit like that.
That's whack.
And I'm gonna be mad cool. Like, no, just don't do this shit. I don't hate you, but don't do shit like that. That's whack.
Which is why I have a bit of empathy for stars who like freak out when it comes to paparazzi.
Absolutely, more and more.
It's because like you go your whole life being like a person, and you get treated like a human being. Then you produce this thing for people, and all of a sudden, like you're just doing groceries with your kids, and there's a cameraman at your window flashing lights in your kids' eyes and shit, and you're just like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like I'm still a human. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
I understand Britney Spears 2007 shaving her whole head.
Because it just went crazy and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, it was more than that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
she
yeah.
had a drug test and they would have taken her hair, so she had to shave it off.
Okay.
Whatever. That's a
Okay.
different thing.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, to me, like I get it. So that's why I always try to distance myself from people.
Yeah.
Like you see me, like on my day-to-day when I have to take the subway and stuff, I got my hoodie up, it's closed up, people can't tell it's me, and I just try to move about my day.
I'm in my car. Or I'm on my bike, I have an helmet on. So people don't see me, but it's weird. One day I was on my bike and I have a full face on, right? So it's hot. I'm at a light, so I open my lid, right? It's just this. So you can see just this. A girl recognized me.
That's hot. That's hot.
With just, hey, I'm like,
Isn't that though? That's hot,
and
right?
she just went like, oh, it's, how you doing? I love what you're doing. I'm like, but I was like, how?
You know what it made me think of? You know,
Superman, how can he go
I think she wants to lick it like ice cream, if you know what I mean.
it just makes me think of like women in burqas, like just Arab men recognize them based off their ankles.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Ankles and eyelids. Khadija! Your ankles are very shiny today. You've gelled the hair on your ankles very well.
That's crazy. When she recognized me with this, and the worst thing is that she was on the bus.
Oh shit! And
She opened the window?
She yelled
She
out the
opened
window.
the crack.
Oh,
She opened the crack.
Jesus.
Like, I like what you did. I was like,
That's creepy. Okay, that was creepy. She was on the bus.
How?
She must have been following your ass, man. She's on the 55.
Bus driver skipped the stop.
How can she follow
Wait.
me? I'm on the bike. Like that makes no sense. But yeah, it was most people are fine, but those retards. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, how often, like, how has that jump? It's been the last couple of years, right? Like, I mean, 3 years ago,
not that bad.
were you like,
'Cause you don't
when
go
you
out.
walk on, let's say, like the plateau, like a busy area, like how often you get stopped, kind of thing? Like how?
It's really not like when we popped off here in Montreal, it was a big thing for a while because we were super popular here. And so we're always here. And so people would see us like, I remember I feel like it was worse when we first started
yes.
because of the fact
A
everything was
couple
so
years back, like I had friends who were like, Abbott Preach. I'm like, yeah, my boy.
because we were making content for this city.
Yeah.
And so we were big in this city. And so we would walk the street and it was like excessive. Like people just come in my ear and be like, Bubun Sansi. And I was just like, what the like the strangers, like just random men would be like Bubun Sansi. And I was like, that's a weird thing to whisper, right? Nowadays it's more quiet because of the fact that we do more international audience. I don't see them as often.
But I was in Miami, and then this dude rolled on right there. I get to the airport to go there, right? I go to the airport, and one of the staff was looking at me and pointing at me. And
That's happened to me.
He comes to me and is like, "Yo, are you the guy from YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, and he wants to take a picture, so he takes a picture and everything. But while you take the picture with that person, my girlfriend deals with whatever the luggage is and shit like that. I'm taking the picture. The rest of the line looking at me like,
Who's this dude?
Who's this dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I was in Florida. I was in Miami in Wynwood, and someone wrote a message like, I think he never came to see me, but he wrote a message on one of our videos.
That's not as bad as what we used to have here in Montreal. Not at all.
Yeah.
But that TSA stuff is funny because I remember I was going through the security check and I hate that shit. You know what I mean? When you got to pass everything. And the girl's like, yeah, you're going to have to do a second security check. And so she's patting me down. She's like, I love your videos.
That's a new level of creepy.
That's
Second security check.
And I'm like this. And I'm like this chick. And then at one point, because my bag is going through, so like, hey, sir, you're going to have to go through this line over here. And she's like, have a good day, sir. And I was just remember being like, this was fucking useless. Like, this fandom didn't serve me. Like, she got what she wanted out of it. I'm still her little bitch in this moment, you know? So I remember that distinctively.
But that's hot.
That's hot.
Yeah, there was I remember I went out west. I was in a plane, and that was when it was popping off and everything. Like I was walking, but we took the plane 9 in the morning. When I went to Miami, it was early morning. It was no staff. When I went to out west, it was like daylight.
Yeah,
like midday. So I'm walking through, and people are like, "Hey," like whatchamacallit, the girls that work in the plane.
Stewardess.
Stewardess, yeah. It was stewardess.
Flight attendant, excuse me.
Yeah, flight
Toxic.
attendant. Flight attendants was people working at the shop and everything, is all that. And then I get to my seat in the plane, chill, doing my thing. Wonderful service. It was great. It was wonderful. It was amazing. We get there. I receive a message like, "Hey, what's up? I'm the one that served you in the plane. I really like what you do." And I was like, "Oh, well, thanks for the service." I guess because she can't say anything, right?
She gotta be professional.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
shout out to her.
Shout out to her. I don't even remember. That was a while ago, so I don't remember what her name is. But if you're following, what up?
Are you looking forward to having that experience yourself?
Oh man, if it ever does happen,
it's weird, dude.
I don't know, man. Deal with whatever.
It's weird.
If it comes when it comes, I mean.
Yeah. Do you think you'd be like one of those, like a power abusive people?
I can't see it, bro.
No.
I don't see you being power abusive.
I don't know.
No, like what if you become like one of those like the most famous comedian from Lebanon? You go back there and you're like a sheikh. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
In Lebanon, I'm gonna run amok. That's for sure. That's a whole different story. But out here in the civilized world.
Wow.
You know, there are times though when it benefits us, and I can't help but like let it benefit me. Like I remember I was leaving the airport, and there's like the taxi queue, and there's a lineup. And then the guy who's like gets you in the taxi cab, he's like, "Oh, Abba and preach, sac passe. Yo, skip the line." Everyone's looking at me like this, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm skipping this shit."
Yeah,
I couldn't help it.
I got yeah.
For lineups, I'm taking advantage.
Sometimes I get tickets to go to parties and shit like that.
Yeah.
And there's lineups, and I really like. It's really not even intentional. I'm like, I go to the door. There's a doorman. I'm like, I'm sorry to disturb you. And I've been a doorman, so I understand. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?" and calling and talking.
You know
to
who I be?
I'm not and talking to him any kind of way. I'm just gonna, "Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to disturb you. You're probably really busy." And nobody talks to them like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, "I'm sorry to disturb you. I just want to know which line is. I got a ticket. So I don't know if it's it'd be the left line, but you good."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I'm cutting.
The number of times I'm like, yeah, I slide in, or I'll be at the bar chilling, just drinking my drink. I'm alone. I go out alone sometimes. And like most of the time, I'm gonna be alone doing my thing. Like sometimes I used to, everything's out, and I just grab a drink, and I grab a drink. I'm like, I'm gonna order this. Cool. All right, good. And then another drink happens. I'm like, I didn't order. Yeah, not you. But that person did. And I'm like, oh shit. And I drink all night on whoever's tab. It's weird.
Yeah,
it happens. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take
Little
it.
stuff
That's
like that.
dope. I'll take it. I've only had that if someone sees my set. Obviously, nobody knows who the
They
fuck
buy
I
you a
am.
drink afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened yesterday, which was nice. And I was like, because I kind of wanted a drink, and I'm like, I don't know, spend the money I just made at this little shit, you know? But that I'll take for sure. Even if like the conversation sucks, that's the worst part too. If sometimes like 5 minutes in, you're like, oh yeah, I'll drink with you, and you're like, Jesus.
I don't know if it's because the way I look, or that if you say some shit, I'll call you out. But they don't stick around to have a conversation. They say, "Nice work. I like what you do," and they skip.
Yeah.
That's good.
Girls don't stick around either.
No.
They know. They know.
That's good, man. You got to know how to abort a conversation.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pro-abortion. Like for me, I know how to exit. I know how to exit ASAP.
Yeah.
Me, like
You're pro-life.
Nah, you're
And
good. You guys are both good at that.
Yeah.
That's something I'm not good at.
I've walked away from
man.
conversations where both me and him are stuck with somebody, and I'm just like, anyways, and I just walk away. I don't care if it is rude. I'm like, you know what? If you don't got the self-awareness to know that you're making me suffer, then you don't deserve the courtesy of me suffering through this conversation. Like, fuck you. That's always been bullshit to me. The people are like, well, you got. I'm like, why? Why do I have to suffer because this person doesn't want to do the work to realize they're making other people suffer?
I gotta
fuck
suffer.
that person.
I gotta suffer because that person doesn't know I'm suffering.
Yeah, that to me never made sense, and that's why like I'm so protective of my own space in terms of my own energy. I have to be. That's why like if I've scorched earth, you know me. If me and someone are not cool,
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to say something to that person, but I'm not going to let them entertain or waste my time. You know, so for example, that Walter dude, right? If I'm in the same room as him, he knows I don't want to talk to him. And he'll try, like, don't look at me, bro. Don't talk to me. You know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to get riled up, so I don't even want to say hi to you because I'll be, like, disgusted. I even wasted energy saying some word. So don't talk to me. And for me, I feel better and I sleep better knowing I always keep that space. And life, since I've done that, has been much better. Because in the military, for example, you'll talk to people, they'll waste your energy all day. I'm building a new deck for my cottage. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
your retirement, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I just renovated my bathroom. Shut the fuck up.
That's when I was working in offices.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, it's the worst.
Yeah, and I lost
God.
so much energy. And I think because of that, I had an extreme reaction. And now I'm just like, I'm not wasting any more energy.
I was working for Rogers. You come up in the morning like I'm taking calls. This is collections. You understand? Like it's gonna be, bruv. A shitty day is a normal day.
Yeah, I did a call center this year.
Yeah, shitty is the norm. Shitty is the norm. So I get there in the morning. I want to start early. So the earlier I started at 6 in the morning, because the earlier I start,
Earlier I get out.
Get the fuck out. I got the rest of my day. I'm good. Get out straight from the club, go to work, go home, have a nap, do it again tomorrow. These ladies talking about what they bought at Walmart yesterday, and just, oh, have you seen my kid? Yes, Jeanette, you showed me your kid yesterday and the day before, and your little daughter, and I get it. Yes, she's so big, she's so grown. It's the same shit over and over. I can't do with that. I'm like, ugh. It's just that contributed to making, like, killing myself. A bullet through the head real quick.
I fantasized about it sometimes at that call center. I was like, yo, this can't be it. This can't be it. Like,
No,
I'm like, yo, I think I would rather
It's really that.
end my shit.
It can't be it.
Yeah.
When you realize, boop, welcome to Rogers. My name is Eric. May I have your number? Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, wow, this cannot be it.
Hence, religion.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good callback to the last.
Good. And I understand that. But
it's no disrespect to anybody who works at a call center. I've just been there.
But I was like,
Listen, the people who work at call centers are not going to take offense.
no.
No, they know.
They know.
They're not
There's
going,
literally
how
no-
dare you? I love my job.
Exactly.
No,
I've worked with people who've been there for 25 years, and they're like, their smoke breaks are extra long. Their smoke breaks are extra frequent. They do whatever they can to manage their energy and try to, because they know it sucks.
But you know what you do? There's a rule, though. You never poop on your time. You poop on company.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not pooping on my break.
Bring it back to the poo-poo, man. Bring it back.
You never go to the washroom.
Yeah.
That's
on
why
company.
I would time my shits to be exactly not on my break.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I always laugh when managers get mad, like, you took a 10-minute shit break today. I'm like, yeah. So,
Bro.
yeah, but you know what I always hated?
You make them uncomfortable. You took a 10-minute shit break. Yeah, I went to the bathroom to cry.
That's pretty good.
I do that too. Very
Why?
well
Because
done.
this job is shitty, but I have no choice.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
They shut up.
That manager took a cry break. If you're a manager in a fucking call center,
Listen,
you've
I
cried.
I cried
at work.
I was crying. I was crying for 10 minutes. That was a lie. I didn't go to the bathroom, and they don't know how to end. Well, we have help. I don't want help. I want to kill myself. And just
I never liked enthusiastic call center managers.
No.
I'm like, bro, just stop lying.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
the
it. You
most
make
suspect
more than
shit.
us,
Yeah.
okay? Don't lie. Just don't. Let's not make this fake.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey guys, today's another day to make another sale.
I was working.
We in this together, team. I had like these guys that were so like, this guy was trying to hype us up like it was a football coach.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Say that one more time, I'm gonna
I
punch you
was
in your
like,
mouth,
dude. You don't believe this shit. You know?
don't.
Yeah. This guy was a young dude, 25 years old, whatever. You know, like you don't believe this shit.
There
bro.
was one of
Get
my
the fuck outta
managers
here.
at one of my call centers, because I did a couple. He said, he said the worst thing. You know what the worst thing is? He said, "Is tomorrow payday?" I'm like, bitch, you don't know? We know.
Yeah.
You don't? You forgot?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Man, oh, you good. Oh, you good.
Yeah.
Just Christmas bonus. You
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Not remembering when payday is.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing. I was like, oh, man.
That's literally the best day.
I'm
The only
clocking
thing
out.
your employees think about all week
Yeah.
when they want to fucking
Yeah.
put the burner to their fucking head.
Which is why I'm not mad if we outsource call center jobs. Because motherfuckers in India are happy to do that shit.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's why when I hear Indian, I'm like, we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm dead ass serious. When I hear good day, sir, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is how it should
There
be.
you go.
Because these are not jobs we should keep here.
Man.
I prefer doing hard labor.
Of course.
They call said, "Oh fuck yeah!" I've had this conversation a few times recently.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I would do that.
I'm going to go, the lawn
Yeah.
mowing and all that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
paysage mine.
I've done that,
Work the lawn
landscaping.
and the flowers out. Landscaping. I'm going to do that before.
I've worked in crusty ass warehouses where there's no ventilation and it's fucking 40 Celsius in there. And you're pushing boxes. Yeah,
construction work.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't done that, but
I've done.
Hit it now. Yeah, you did construction work.
I've never done construction work, but I've done a lot of manual labor.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that's something that I was like, I could fuck with that. I could fuck with that for I don't want to, but I could fuck with that for 20 years or something.
Yeah,
Really?
I could because you feel good when you're done too. When you're working at when you're doing like landscaping or what have you, you go there, you see like you have whatever work you have to do, and you see it physically being done, and you do it with your hands, and you've exerted energy. When you finish, there's a satisfaction you don't quite get that I think is like primal and maybe ingrained in us as human beings.
Right.
For most of our evolution,
masculinity.
it's toxic masculinity. Exactly.
Toxic.
Yeah, I was getting.
You know what it is?
It's
like
competition. You're not supposed to have competition. That's toxic.
First, like it's the endorphins from like just exercising. You
Yeah.
feel better from that part one, but part two is like there's an action and there's a result. It's tangible. Like you've moved 10 boxes. You've reached a certain goal. When I'm doing call center stuff, it's all digital. Like it doesn't feel real. Everything feels like I'm just calling another person. There's no real impact. So
you help the person's line's reinstated.
Yeah.
You go check, they didn't pay.
Yeah, they're rarely grateful. So then it's like you're dealing with people who really dislike you.
Yeah.
So you're getting that negative energy.
Yeah.
Like the box is not getting mad at you. You know what I'm saying? The box is just box.
Yeah.
So that's why I always feel like those kind of jobs, I'm just like, get rid of them.
Just painting my my apartment.
Yeah.
You finish and you're like, yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. It was that.
Yeah, you feel like when you chill after you take a break, you do whatever. You're like, I deserve this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
That beer tastes even better.
Yeah. Oh man, a beer after like a manual labor day.
Yep.
Oh baby.
It's good stuff,
yeah,
man.
fuck
It's
yeah.
good stuff.
Was Uma Thurman like a sex symbol?
Some people found her sexy.
Yeah, she was. I think.
She was.
I've heard that name
not
a
for
lot.
me. That was not a thing, but
don't-
that's not a thing for me. But some people, especially on that shit.
I don't know enough.
That's bothering me.
It's bothered you?
Yeah, like,
Poster or
I
the
saw
fact
your
that
face.
she's
First
face
off,
was-
Uma Thurman, like that name always made me like, just like,
It's an odd name.
I remember like just being growing up, I always thought that name was weird.
Yeah.
But then I remember I saw her in Kill
Says
Bill.
Abba Atlas. Keep on going.
Yeah, at least it's Uma Thurman.
Abba. You know. Keep on going.
True. It's all relative.
You see how petty I am?
Can you stop with your patriarchy? Listen, all right. I remember I watched Kill Bill. I love it. And like when I was watching Kill Bill, it like threw me off. I remember just looking at her and like I'm wearing her pants right now.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. You got that Bruce
Look
Lee
at
suit.
you.
Yeah.
You're hating, but you got the pants on.
I got the Kill Bill pants on. Yeah, no. I just it threw me off there.
You know, like,
But there is something sexy about women from the 70s and like the 80s, like the way they dress. Like I remember I was watching this video
they got
recently.
more fat.
I don't know what it was, but I remember I was watching a video recently of like kids from the 80s just dancing, and like the white kids was getting it in. And I'm like, where did this adage come from that white people couldn't dance? Like nowadays they can't, but back in the day they was getting their boogie on.
Because they dance differently. It was not as I'm saying that shit like I remember that shit, but half the days, but it was not as fluid as. But they were getting down still.
Yeah, no, I was super impressed. I was watching it, and I was like, okay, they're all getting down, having a good time.
Yeah,
but nowadays, like you watch white folks, and it's always like a tragedy. Every time I see like an event with mad white people dancing, like it makes me uncomfortable. It does. That's why I can't do like. Hey, live your life, enjoy yourselves, have fun.
Like
but there was something about the way they used to dance.
It's funny because dancers, when they're like, if they dance good, it's because they're dancers.
Right.
Whereas black people,
Yeah.
we
about that life.
it's just.
What is
everybody
it?
gets
Genetic?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with genetic. It's cultural. It's like I dance all my life. You know, when I spend Christmas with my family, I mean, we eat, then we dance.
Right.
There's music, but we dance on it. It's just cultural, right? But my girlfriend, being white, the music is really just a noise in the back while they're eating. They're not dancing. It's not
part of the culture.
It's not something. And someone that is gonna dance is because they're dancers.
Yeah.
And the dancers are pretty good. They're pretty like whatever. They're pretty good. But it's in the normal day life that you see the difference. It's not in the dancing realm. Because in the dancing realm, whether you're Asian or whatever or not, it doesn't matter. That's the discipline that you do. So that's you excel at. But it's when you country and you home and you just that's my thing. That's just my thing. I just go in. I get down. I get down like that, and I need to get down. I get down. Put a little music on, and then it is. That's pretty much what it is. Just the difference is, because that's it. They used to get down, but most of them were getting out dancing.
Maybe it was like disco funk was that what disco and funk and like then 80s dance music was a thing, and then the grunge hit. Maybe the 90s grunge hit. And the rhythm was thrown off. Everyone was depressed, shooting heroin.
Exactly.
The meth came in.
Cause I'm a creep.
Yeah. You can't dance to that shit.
I'm a creep.
No one's twerking a Radiohead.
No. Nobody's doing
It's a good song though. I ain't going to.
I like Radiohead. I like all types.
Even the way they dressed was way better.
Back then?
Yeah, they're like people had individual styles. Like not everyone went to Nordstrom or Rack or fucking Forever 23 to shop. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like I remember watching the video and I was super impressed by their sense of style, all that individuality. Like it came out, and nowadays like you walk around the street, like maybe not Montreal, and I go to other cities, and it just seems like everybody goes to the same spots. Everyone went to Zara to get their clothes.
H&M.
I go to clubs now, like everyone looks the same. All the women are wearing the same outfits with different colors and different heels. It's the same stuff. Then I was watching them, like they were far more covered up, and I'm not one of those people like modesty.
The thing because of gender roles, there was a lot of women as well that were doing their own clothes or that were changing their own clothes.
Yeah.
Like they lost. Feminism killed style.
Why is that?
Well, because back then, because of gender roles, there was a class that women was taking. They were making clothes. You had to be able to make clothes because you'd have to provide for your family. So whatever you had and you bought, it didn't matter what size it was. You could alter it, or your mom would alter it and stuff like that. Now they buy clothes. They don't make them, or they don't alter them, or they don't change them, right? But now because they don't have gender roles no more, we're not supposed to be this or this and that.
Damn.
It changed. It changed.
Isn't that fucked up?
But
like feminism was about liberating women, but now like conformity seems to be the norm in a lot of ways.
Oh sure. I mean, a
but
lot of movements you could.
Now they don't. But they don't buy stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Because people don't make clothes. Someone that makes clothes, you're like, ooh shit. Yeah. I got like two of my girlfriends. They knit.
Yeah.
They knit.
Yeah.
Who knits?
Yeah. It's coming back though.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
I know a lot.
I see people on the metro.
A lot of ladies who knit.
Hipsters, but it's coming back. See what you said? Yeah. It's coming back because it was lost. Nobody knits.
Like even if you look at that image right there.
Yeah, but
that's just an example. But like even like just the hairstyle and all that stuff, like they was doing their own thing. And so when you watch old videos, like I remember like when I played Grand Theft Auto, like GTA, people was dressed fresh in that video game. Yeah, it was just like a different vibe. I mean, part of the reason why people say like funk music was so good because of drugs. Like it very fueled like people was
all the music was fueled by drugs. It's just the drugs changed. It's not the music that changed, it's the drugs.
Yeah.
You see, rock and roll and all that was acid and that was all that shit. Then the drug changed. When he went to heroin and cocaine and all that, it was grunge. You know what I mean? And techno. And then, it's not so much
That's
style.
ecstasy. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the style that changed, it's the drug that changed how people was perceiving sound and shit.
Because they can't make funk nowadays.
Because look at Rastafarians, Rastas. They stay on that weed, and the music don't change, but it's still good.
That's a good point.
But they still do, and it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still fucking good.
They can't make
still
funk.
born in the chalice,
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. The same beat, like slang tang rhythm. It's one of the most. It's one of the most sampled beats. To this day, it's still good. To this day, to this day, it's still good, and it's still on weed.
Yeah,
weed still, and the music don't change.
Damn, he really brought that. He finished up that theory with the Rasta example.
Yeah, no, it's
that
a
was
good point, it's a good point.
But it's a loop.
And I've been listening to reggae for 20 years.
And the reggae don't really change. The sounds is not different. The melody are because they're finding different stuff. But
but it's still you still recognize it.
But they stay on weed. Yeah. But look at hip hop.
Yeah.
Look at hip hop.
Yeah, changed a
lot.
lot.
You got that lean going and all that shit.
First you had weed,
NyQuil.
then you had this, then you had
Dayquil,
that,
all kinds of shit.
You had lean, you have all this cocaine, heroin, meth, Quaaludes. And the music changed. Like, look at the tempo slowed down. Trap is slow music.
Yeah.
Because the brain is on that.
Yeah.
I would even add though,
fun.
like it's like
That's cool.
when they try to make funk music today, it sounds off. Anytime I hear a new funk artist or someone tries to make, I'm like, that ain't it.
No.
Like when I put on some real funk, when I put on Kool and the Gang, when I put on Sly and the Family Stone, you know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds different.
But it's an acid trip. If you have to hit the acid. Boom, ding, ding, dong,
Yo.
ding, bing, bing, bing. Shades are bright.
House.
You see all the colors. You see just the bass hits, and you see the changes. You see fractals and shit.
Yeah.
It's the drugs.
I ain't mad at you.
You listen to that song, you know what drug they be taking.
Yeah.
I mean, but people are still doing acid though. You know what I mean?
But it's not the same. The acid, the composition changed. They try to make it cheaper. It's not the same thing that it was using before. You know what I mean? It's like when you see Kurt Cobain being like, you see that he's on drugs. It's on a different drug. Sounds good, but technically, Kurt Cobain's a horrible singer.
Yeah.
But
in terms
because of the
mean.
drugs and shit like that, it works. You get on that vibe of it's just Aaron when Kurt Cobain is when you get off Aaron and then you just get up and you're like you're in the down of that hit. You just took your hit, you passed out, you wake up and you're just like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
So basically, we should legalize heroin if we want good music again.
It's just
If you want good grunge music, legalize heroin.
I'm a creep.
That's a good song.
That was not weed.
Yeah.
You know that was not.
That was a
weed.
mix of a few things, I think.
Mix of a few things.
Radiohead is a great band, man. So
Yeah.
is Nirvana.
It was great. Like, you know what I mean? Here's the thing.
It still is. I think.
Okay, I'm going to just say. Here's my thing, right?
Go ahead.
It's like, when it comes to rap music, whenever I hear white rap artists, like, I'm always like, whack. To me, it's like, no, I can see they're technically good. You know what I mean? Bars on bars.
Okay.
But to me, it's got no flavor. It's like oatmeal. Effective, but do I want to eat it every day? I mean, yeah, you can say it's healthy.
You want to
but-
lower your cholesterol.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't get me going. And like it's just one of those things, like as a hip hop fan, like I can respect the skill, but it never had the essence for me personally. But then I listen to some like Radiohead, and like even though that's so like estranged from me culturally, as music I could appreciate. It was like it's like almost as an outsider looking in. Like I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna feel the way about Creep the way white people feel about it, because white people like, yo, you play Creep's Radiohead.
Go to any karaoke with a group of white people.
Like for them, it's clearly special.
first
Same thing
song.
with like Lose Yourself, Eminem. Like no black person is ever gonna say that's a special song for them. But you play like Lose Yourself for white people, they lose their fucking shit.
they lose themselves.
Like
They
old
lose
white people
themselves.
start rapping.
Yeah, but the thing that happened with
Like
that is,
Bob, who's on early retirement, is like, me and my deck. You gotta lose yourself in the moment. You want like Bob, calm down. But it
because
means
that's
something.
that's the closest that they can get to say nigga.
But like it's
Saying
their
the
version.
N-word.
It's their version of whatever that is. Like for them, lose yourself means something. I have like this big theory about Eminem, but I'm not getting into that. But that matters. The same way for us.
Marshall matters.
Nice.
Right? The same way for us. Like when we hear Busta Rhymes and we hear a good Busta
And the
song.
reason I think it comes down to the dancing thing, where, cause see, when I hear Jeep, let's scoop Beamers in the Benz, to all my ladies and my men, to all my in the pens, keep your head up into the hood. Like I gotta move. You understand? I can respect Eminem. I respect what he does, but it doesn't make me move.
Yeah.
It doesn't move my soul.
No.
But there's some songs that are technically okay that I'm like, ugh. That is just, there's just some grind to it. It's just, I get that.
Because you're an insider feeling it from there. Like for most people, a lot of times, like there's people who are fans of hip hop, but they don't get in their chest the same way we get in our chest. You know what I mean? Because again,
Culturally.
that's it. That's it. Everything is relative. Like I can appreciate a lot of Arabic music, but like you put it for Arabic people and their reaction viscerally, how crazy they go.
Get,
"Ah!" Like, all that-
get a couple of Lebanese people and put some Dap K on, and it's done.
Done. For them,
Over.
it's a different. And well, sometimes white people get mad at me when I say this stuff. You know what I mean? They're like, no, but I'm a true. I'm not saying you don't really appreciate it. I'm not saying you don't love to go to the concerts, but it just doesn't mean for you what it means for a lot of people who actually come from it. That's all I'm saying.
When I hear, just when you hear, Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom.
I'll give you a better one.
Let the boys be boys. I'm a b-boy. My b-boy stand. Yo, that shit gets me lit.
Annie up.
Yo,
That was Limp Bizkit, right?
this guy, take your shit. Take all your shit.
That's the second time I'm getting kicked out, bro.
Shit. Get the fuck out.
That's what I love. And they used to play Annie Up in the crowd, and you were not allowed to play that when black people were present.
No.
You weren't allowed to play when black people were present because when you hear that Annie Up song from not Mop Deep, what's his name?
MOP.
MOP, yeah. So when
Because
you
it scares people. It scares white people.
But for
it's
us,
just the
it's
energy.
like
Yeah.
it's an energy. Like I can't help it.
Yo, they played Annie Up, and I'm rhyming to people I don't even know, and we rhyme to even.
Yeah.
Take things off. Take things off.
Yeah.
Take rings off. And we rhyme. We don't even know each other. No. And the song changed, and we're good.
Yeah.
But
It's culture more than it is race.
Yeah.
It's
That's
culture.
what I
Yeah.
meant. It's
That's
culture.
why I was half kidding when I was like, is it genetic? Obviously, it's not a
Yeah.
genetic thing.
Yeah, of course
dance.
not. But that's
Like,
that's
it's
really
all cultural, right?
It's really a
But-
culture thing.
Yeah. Even the way I remember they did this test and they're like, could you tell the difference between like a black and a white singer?
Yes.
Like if you couldn't see them. And like I remember doing the test and like I guessed it every time.
Yeah.
Because there's just a different approach to singing. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna catch black people doing a Britney Spears type of song or a Christina Aguilera type of
And
vocals.
even if they
because
do,
it's just a
some-
different approach.
And even if they do, it's something else. They're gonna flip it. Someone say, you know what? You can't explain it. You cannot. You can't.
Yeah.
How? How can you tell? I can tell. I can tell you. I can't tell you how I can tell, but I can tell.
It's a couple of things. Actually, I know some stuff. It's like the way you pronounce certain letters. So, for example, black people don't traditionally pronounce their R's. They don't overpronounce. So they won't say door, they'll say the door. Right? And so when they're singing songs...
Outside the door.
Yeah, you see, he said that? And just the way he said the R, you're like, I see the way. There's just certain ways.
You normally don't open your mouth when you say R.
Door.
And like even vocals, like black people, even if they got the vocals in songs that we love, we're not busting out Whitney Houston type vocals for most of that stuff. It's more of a Brandy type of pocket, you know what I'm saying? Where it stays really mellow.
Yeah.
There's like a flow that we like, whereas like white people love to hit them deep vocals, like Adele or like Christina Aguilera. Like Christina, like those grunts that she does, you want like a fucking chainsaw.
I fucking can't.
That's just my motorcycle switch. That's what it is.
And this is not hate. It's just like noticing those differences and appreciating them for what I like a lot of Christina Aguilera's music, but I also recognize it's a different cultural experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's why for me I get so into it sometimes, but I also recognize that separation. There is a difference in culture, and I think that's what results in different sounding.
I think the
music.
white person that could mimic it the most was what's her name? I think she has like a Greek name. I don't remember her name.
If she's mixed, it doesn't count. Mixed people
No,
are
she's
wild
not
cards.
mixed. She's
Yeah.
They're wild cards.
They're wild
Either way.
cards. Yeah, wild cards.
Yeah,
are
wild
mixed.
cards.
Sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, listen, I'm gonna bust out all them vocals," and I'm like, "Something's off about this song." Yeah, mixed girls. That's the only ones.
Anastasia, that's the name.
Oh, yeah.
Not Anastasia Barrino, the one from American Idol. But
That's
another
Fantasia.
one. Yeah, Fantasia. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. You're right.
Yeah, I know you're talking about now.
Anastasia, but even her.
Yeah.
But she was the one that was the closest.
But even her, she probably won't pop off with black people because we don't like it. You know, there was some.
No.
I was watching this D'Angelo interview, and he grew up in I think it was Pentecostal churches, and they're when they perform, it's like a big deal for them. And one thing he said that I think pretty much embodies like what I call black music, right, is when he would be at the church and they're performing, they're like, when you up there, don't be up there looking cute. You up there singing for the Lord.
Yeah.
So you better hit me in my chest. And that to me embodies what black music is about. We're not trying to show off in that our vocal range. It's about hitting you deep in here with basically that flavor, that pocket, that deep groove. And so I've always appreciated that, and I think that's what exemplifies it for me.
Do you think that comes from that cultural, religious thing that you were talking about, that is prevalent in like Black North America or just Black
I mean,
community in general?
the religious thing is
like
just the tool to convey it.
right, but do you think that difference, you were saying that you can tell the difference between, let's say, a black vocalist and a white vocalist.
Right.
Do you think there's some element that comes from exactly like you're saying, like singing for the Lord
Yeah.
versus...
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm not just saying
it's
because
the approach. It's the
But
approach that I was talking about.
Is that the defining thing between
It's a
black
mixture.
and white?
It'll
if I sing good, it's gonna be my ticket to heaven. Hey, I sang good, Lord. Good,
like-
Lord,
Yeah.
Lord, you know I sang good.
Yeah.
Lord, dear Lord, you know I sang good.
Yeah.
I sang good for you, Lord.
Yeah. Because you know what? Like we have sayings sometimes, like someone's like belting it out, like, you're doing too much.
You doing
Like you're trying too hard.
trying
Like
too hard.
there's a coolness to black people that comes from understanding you don't have to go that distance. And I guess when I listen to singers, I can tell them just in the approach, oh, something's there. Where this person, the only person who's ever fooled me is Bobby Caldwell. Bobby Caldwell's a funk artist, right? And I remember I hear a song, you know, like, what you won't do for love.
Yeah,
Right?
You
That
buy-
song.
But you buy anything. But just in his coolness, I'm like, this motherfucker hanging around black people.
Yeah, because like, and it's crazy
Yeah.
because he sounded so black sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
That's
they would
another-
hide his face on the records
Yeah.
so that nobody
Oh, yeah.
would know. And it wasn't until later that his record label was like, all right, we can let. I remember his like first big music video. You can actually watch this up on YouTube, but I think it's "Do for Love."
Yeah.
You see it starts and it's just a black silhouette. And you're just like, ooh, okay. And then the lights come off. You see this white dude. You're like, what? And you go watch the YouTube videos. Like, wait, this guy's white. And then everyone was shocked. And he does such a great
To this
job.
day, people think that he's black because he would.
He had that pocket.
but he was mellow.
Mellow.
Mellow. As
Mellow.
hell. Not
Mellow.
doing too much.
But he really got the essence of what it is to sing in that tone, that feel, you know.
It's like
But-
a little bit of the Neville brothers with. I don't know much. You know the guys that sing that. But I know I love you. It's a little,
it's a way of doing stuff. That shit's funny to me.
but I think
was that?
that Neville brothers. It's two
Okay,
brothers.
Neville
I
brothers.
don't know
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
much. But he's going high, but not doing. He doesn't speak louder than this. But I know I love you.
That's a great impression. by the way.
But like, wait, you're not gonna.
but get this. I'm not a singer. I just had to mellow it.
Yeah.
I just had to bring it down. I'm talking like this, but I don't know much.
And listen, that's a hit song. That's a hit song. Do we do?
Yeah.
But
Oh man.
I've come to really appreciate those differences, and
Yeah.
it's also about like, you know, a lot of my friends will get mad when they'll hear Post Malone. Oh, yo, why is this whack ass thing? But I'm like, it's not for you.
No, it's not for
You
you.
go to his concerts, it's like 95% white folks, and it's okay.
95. I've been to a Post Malone concert.
Okay.
It's 100.
Okay, right? Because we don't mess with that. Even though I can recognize, like, okay, he does things really well melodically, and like I can see the skill in what he does. I recognize that culturally, for me, it's not meant to speak to me, and so I don't get mad at it. I'm like, it's not for me, and it's cool.
Right.
It's just a different
But you can
thing.
still appreciate it because that's interesting. You know, I
Yeah.
grew up like family's Lebanese. That Arabic music was in the house,
Yeah.
Right.
and I do appreciate it. But as a kid, for whatever reason, reggae. Like just as a kid, it's weird because it's a culture I'm so disconnected from.
No, but that's not
Jamaican
everybody.
culture.
That-
Sure,
that-
I think there's a roots.
reggae gets
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
You might, I don't like reggae. I play you Three Little Birds
know
by
some
Bob
people-
Marley. This
Yeah.
shit's gonna get you.
Yeah.
I know some people who. I've heard people say I like everything but reggae and country. I've heard people say that,
It's fine.
Even country.
and that's when I go.
Even country. I like some
There's
trap.
Oh, sure,
some
man.
people.
John
There's some
Denver.
people. Yeah, there's some
Okay.
people in country. They got the little bit of that mellow thing going on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm about to sing
Way
a
down
song.
in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana.
That was pretty
And then
good.
Mold. Dude, CCR. Is that country? Is that bluegrass? I don't know.
But yeah, you were saying that
Yeah.
you grew up with reggae?
Yeah, man. Like it's weird because like, and then I got into culture.
Who showed you reggae?
My brother. My brother's a musician, right? He's always been. He's one of those people who just he likes anything, can get down anything. He's a very talented musician. Plays the drums. He's played for a long time. And he just had all kinds of like CDs laying around. And one day I picked up either a mix or just like it was mainly Bob Marley. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I remember it was like the World Cup '98. And I was like, for whatever reason, just as like a 10-year-old, this chubby Lebanese kid, I was like, I wanna jam it with you. And then all of a sudden I was like, this day, that's
To this day.
To this
to this day, son.
It's stuck.
I'm bumping that Three Little Birds like I don't
Mir
know.
was
No,
a-
and
Mir
it's
was a-
great. It's great music.
Yeah, no, it just and then like I went and explored other artists and Gregory
Let me-
Isaacs and Dennis Brown. And
Let me ask you something. If I say you're a fan of reggae, you would agree with that? You're a
Yeah,
big fan? Right.
Yeah, huge fan.
And if someone from Jamaica is like, you love reggae, and I
Yeah.
respect it, enjoy it, but you don't feel it like we feel it, would that upset you?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
They're like, of
No,
course.
but you feel it like you feel it.
That's
yeah,
right. And there's
that's
nothing
it.
wrong with that.
It doesn't diminish my enjoying it.
No,
My question is like, why do people get so upset about being an outsider?
because it's about how they feel. It's like
They want to identify with it so much.
Yeah, and I'm
but you
like-
can appreciate something without identifying with it. Like I don't have to pretend. I don't have to walk around like "Yeah, man, wagwan," and you're like, "Why are you talking like that, bro?"
I can love Indian cuisine. I can love it. I'm not Indian. And I'm not Indian. Like, for an Indian person who
Yeah, but
grew up,
you cannot enjoy Indian cuisine like they enjoy Indian cuisine.
of course not. I
You
can't.
don't
course
shit
not.
fire like they
Because
shit
they
fire.
grew up in it. They were seeped in the sauces. Their clothes smelled like it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like their parents raised them with love in that aspect. So it makes sense to me that there is a difference. Now, I don't use that to invalidate someone's opinion. I don't use that to be like your opinion's inherently garbage because of the fact you aren't. I'm not saying that. You could still be a good judge of Indian cuisine and still not have raised it. I'm just saying it's a different experience for you.
Definitely.
And you being an outsider is not an insult. You can still love something from the outside. I don't know why everyone feels like they have to be an insider. That's what always got to me about this conversation because I know people get mad.
But it's not everybody that can do conversation. It's not everybody that can. Everybody has a right to talk, but it's not everybody that should talk. You know, it's not everybody that have everything that they need, the maturity that they need to talk and to discuss with people. You know what I mean? People want to discuss, but sometimes most people don't have the tools to discuss.
Sometimes they're not impacted
No,
too.
they don't have the tools. They just don't have the tools.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
No.
So it's just useless to have a conversation with them. I mean,
But there's also no stakes in it for them.
no.
You know what I mean? Like, if this thing goes south for them, it doesn't mean anything. Whereas for us, it's a cultural experience.
Yeah.
So when hip hop is like malrepresented and it's not
Yeah.
well reflected, that reflects on me
Yeah,
inherently. It just does,
absolutely.
it is what it is. The same way with like, you know, you can take any type of culture. When that thing is misrepresented, the people from that culture are the ones who are going to be the most hurt by it. So when you feel like you have an equal stake in the conversation, I'm like, no, you don't. You don't. Because the reality is I'm always going to have more of a stake because it's always going to affect me more where this goes.
Yeah, that's what we spoke about that show that misrepresented hip hop, and it's just people want to take certain things and appropriate things and just put it out there and then just it's just dance. No, it's not just dance. It's what I live for. It's the representation of a part of who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, I remember the first time I encountered reggae. That was actually dancehall. Dancehall got it because I don't know why. The bass really does something to me. Every time he gets in my car and the radio kicks in, he always jumps because the bass is super loud, right? It's always the bass. I got a bass at home.
Yeah.
I got a bass
do
at
I.
home sometimes just to to be able to strum on it and have those loud. That gets me. And I heard
Reggae does that to you?
dancehall does that.
That's
to me.
not okay.
That's how both for me. It is the bass. It is the bass.
What does that do for you? What's the genre of music that does that for
That just dancehall and reggae, man.
Yeah?
The
Yo,
bass, the
that
reggae
is funk.
bass lines.
you? Meets funk.
Yeah,
Oh,
funk is
I fuck with
really
funk
nice.
too,
I
for
like
sure, man,
funk's,
yeah.
funk's make my face go nasty. Like,
Yeah.
That's
When
nasty.
someone's
That's
deep in a
funky.
funk,
That's
like for
funky.
me, I can't help it. I'm like,
Yeah, sometimes I listen to like I this guy I follow on Facebook, Mono Neon.
okay.
I follow this guy as a bassist. Nasty.
Yeah.
It's dope, but I listen to dancehall beats, and I'm like, wow, like this is. There's so much power into that thing. Like I remember one of the first one I listened to was Wicked Islam. You know, give me the yalla with the Wicked Islam. Do. That.
Yeah. And it's simple bass lines. That's what I was gonna say.
Super
Yeah,
simple,
but it's so powerful. Yeah.
And that's it. And you have a bad DJ on. There's a guy come on and he spits, and then it's done. And
That's-
it's just with what we just did.
Yeah.
everything that they can do and all the different vibes that you can get out of one song and one rhythm, that just amazes me and it kills me every time. Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about hip hop, so I'm not gonna really talk at a turn. But I just in my researches of reggae and the origins of reggae and and dance hall coming out at the same time, there is an argument that like hip hop in that form of like chatting over a beat originated in Jamaica. It's like guys like Yellow Man, and I can't remember whoever became before Yellow Man, who like this is talking like late 70s, where they would call it chatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there would be a beat.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of hip hop artists that they were from Jamaica.
Sure, absolutely.
Busta.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Busta.
But Busta.
I mean, all those New York like KRS-One is Jamaican,
is
right?
one
Like
of them
his,
as well.
yeah.
So it's just like it's.
They were raised on reggae.
Yeah, they were raised on reggae
100%.
a lot. You hear Busta Rhymes and you hear that. Like you hear Super Cat as well. You hear all of them cats. I'm pretty sure there's a connection. There is a connection because that's all of the people that didn't go to the UK from Jamaica. They went to a lot of them went to New York, right? There's an avenue named Jamaica in New York, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's just it gets to me. Just a question? Did you stop listening to some songs, some reggae songs, some dancehall songs, because they were homophobic?
I didn't stop, but I felt bad. I didn't feel bad, but just the ones that are, boom, bye, like that shit. You're like, Jesus.
Yeah,
it's like, it's violent.
Extra violent.
It's very
Like,
violent.
yo, I might still play this, but
I stopped. There's some songs.
There's some where I'm like, yo,
I'm out. I'm
can't.
I'm at a dance all night. I'm out, and if they're gonna, if they talk about, if there's certain songs like that, if they're super homophobic,
Why?
I'm like,
Why? Because I have to ask you because we listen to hip hop and they talk about murdering niggas all the time.
Yeah, I don't really listen to those songs either.
like murdering.
Like, I'm not necessarily gonna.
Annie Up is literally about like just murdering niggas.
That's not me playing it.
Obviously not, and it's not you playing the dance hall.
Yeah,
song.
but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But
Yeah, but like, a song that's like blatantly like kill these people because of their lifestyle. You know what I mean? Is different than talking about I don't know.
When
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Well,
I
to me
think
it is.
so.
Like
Yeah.
to me it is. Like let's say I say Any Up. That could be anybody. It's not killing black people. It's going at anybody that's
Okay,
there.
so it's fine to kill indiscriminately, just not based off protection.
No, there's a reason why. There's a reason exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. No, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. There's a reason why they get at them. There's a reason why they get at the people. They did something on a different clique. I get that. I get that, and it's not honestly the best thing because it promotes crime and stuff like that. But it's not like, yeah, we're gonna kill you, but because you're a black person. It's not that. It's not promoting that. It's not promoting. I don't dance to song that says like, yeah, we're gonna kill you because you don't rep your.
What about misogynist music? Basically, music that treats women terribly and talks about like spitting on them and all that stuff, just based off the fact that they have vagina.
It depends on if the women are rooting for it. If example. If for real, if I'm like listening to some Cardi B, I wouldn't be going at Cardi B if like girls were not.
So if gays start dancing to Boom Bye Bye and a Bati Boy head, you back to dancing to it?
I'm like, you guys know what this is about? Yeah? You agree to it? All right. I guess that's what we do. Do.
But you see what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying. I know there's a bias there.
and I also like recognize also that like you have to recognize where it's born from and the culture that it's born from, and that's a very specific history with homosexuality that's rooted in slavery and rooted in like terrible practices like bucking. And so, for me, I hear the song, I recognize it's a fucked up song, but I let it slide because we all listen to fucked up songs.
Well, what I'm saying is that I'm not.
I mean, and I don't think the entertainment necessarily defines you as a person, or you don't have to financially support the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, we're always supporting something crazy. We're supporting people who support drug use, like fentanyl and Xanax and weird stuff like that. Like
slave labor with our clothes.
it's just interesting to me what lines we draw based off of like whatever is set up.
You're absolutely right on that, and you're absolutely right on that. But the thing is, I'm not asking nobody to not play it. I'm not gonna be like, fuck that.
Yeah, it's arbitrary. That's all I'm saying.
not-
You're
yeah.
allowed to.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna go out and say "boom bye bye" in a bati. I'm not gonna scream that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that.
But fuck bitches get money.
Cause fuck bitches get money.
I see what you mean. There's some hypocrisy in it.
It's
Like
not
you
the same
asked me
thing.
specifically, could I like a song like that is like a song that when I was younger, I fucking loved that shit.
Yeah.
And I knew what it meant, but I was like a teenager. I'm like, whatever, it's good jams, and like I don't support this at all.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up, and I
Yeah.
realize it's fucked up, but I'm
Yeah.
like, man, it's a good beat.
It's like there's another beat from Sanchez.
But as there's probably tons, man.
Frenzy. Me
don't
and
know
my
that.
frenzy. Me nah wanna cheat you, man, boy.
Yeah,
And if you,
yeah. There's so many. Like sometimes
So
it'll just be
many.
a small line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I say
And I was like, wow.
whatever line you draw for yourself. That's okay.
Yeah.
I just like to find out why and how we do it. But it's
Capleton,
interesting.
oh,
like
yeah.
it's not a straight.
slew them. Slew them, their bare feelings in my career. Yeah, that shit.
It's not a straight line. The line's like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. You realize you draw these arbitrary things.
Yeah, 100%.
With that particular song, Buju Banton, it's like I can't listen to it anymore because it's like it's just so blatantly
No,
violent.
vraiment.
It's fucked.
And even
it's fucked up.
he did, like he
It
gave
calls
He
to
stopped
incite
performing.
violence.
He got out of jail
Yeah.
and is like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit no more.
Yeah.
Because I can't do
It's
that
fucked
shit.
up.
Like I discovered other things, and even he like repented on doing that song.
Of course, well, you grow as a person and you grow past
Yeah.
that stuff. And I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but music in Jamaica today doesn't say that as much as it used to. Am I wrong?
as much.
As much?
As much.
Yeah, it still goes that.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's really bad. Where being a lesbian is okay, but you can get killed
Okay.
over being gay. Which is,
Okay.
There was-
I'm not.
I was-
I'm unaware, so I'm just asking
Just from
questions.
the surface level of just having friends whose parents are from Jamaica and stuff, I'm like, I think that's the last place. If I was gay, that was the last place I'd want
one
to
of the
live.
last. Yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
rather be in Saudi Arabia, I think,
Absolutely.
than Jamaica, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
runs deep.
And sometimes they're not gonna say it like that, but you know, some stuff like bun tight pants with a square front shoes. You know, bun tight pants with a square front shoes. To them, that's just
Batty boy things.
that you not wear that.
That's crazy, man.
We not wear that.
Yeah.
Me not do that. You hear?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
unclean.
unclean. Me not do things like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, this was a great podcast. This was a lot of fun. We ended on that note. But
Say no to homophobia.
yes, I think we all agree on that.
to all folks. Yes.
Don't murder people.
Yeah. So
Ever.
if you guys want to see more episodes, be sure to check out our Patreon because there's going to be 2 extra episodes always every month on Patreon. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And stay tuned because there's going to be more coming. Peace.